Hello and welcome, guys, to another Firearm Freedom live stream. Welcome back. So, as we are continuing these live streams weekly, unfortunately, there are going to be times that we have to reschedule, and this was one of those times. So, as you normally are watching these live streams on a Friday, today is a Sunday, and the reason it's a Sunday is because I had some family members coming in town, so I just wanted to push it back a little bit. Rest assured, whenever we have to adjust the timing of these live streams or the days or something like that, I'm still always going to try to consistently give you one live stream per week. So no matter what, it might be a different day, might be a different time, we're still going to get going with those live streams. So let me get my little green notebook of joy here. How is everybody doing? Welcome, guys. Welcome hello and welcome, I should say, to the Firearm Freedom live stream. As always, let me know if the audio is good, lighting's good, and everything like that, because you can let me know live. That's the nice thing about these live streams. I don't have to look back, realize during editing that everything was off, and redo the entire process. So I'm also hoping that since this is Sunday instead of Friday, maybe some different people will be able to get in and whatever else. As usual, guys, links down in the description to the Firearm Freedom merchandise store. We got brand new sticker designs available over there, t-shirts, awesome stuff like that. The link is down in the description. If you're enjoying these live streams and all the other videos that I put out here on Firearm Freedom, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss out on a lot of the content. I get notified from a lot of people that they get, like, I don't know, unsubscribed from my channel. My feed just doesn't come up, or I should say my videos just don't come up in their feed. So because of that, make sure you hit that bell. Maybe it'll do something, maybe not. Either way, thank you guys so much for sticking along. What are we going to be talking about in today's live stream? It might be a shorter one. We're going to be talking about the ammo shortage. That was not a pun, I swear. If it was a really bad one. But we're going to be talking about the current ammo shortage with everything that's going on now, because this is kind of like an expanding topic. It's growing constantly, and unfortunately, it's consistently getting worse over the past couple of months. So I saw and actually worked into the industry when, meaning a gun shop, when this was really starting to get really bad. I saw it get really bad, and now as a outside of the gun shop, not working at a gun shop anymore and just running my channel and being involved in everything like that, I have seen the ammo shortage actually get worse than I have ever seen it, period, in my life of the firearms world, even back in just owning firearms as a whole. And that's what we're going to talk about today. And I'm going to try to not leave you guys on a horribly negative note when it comes to an ammo shortage, because I know that's not what everybody wants to hear, but it's kind of the reality of the situation. I'm going to spit some kind of hard truths about it, and then also maybe tell you where I am having some success finding ammunition. I'm not finding much, so don't think I have some sort of a crazy witchcraft secret going on here. It is not that, but maybe something that you guys aren't aware of or haven't thought of or whatever. So first and foremost, what is contributing to this ammo shortage? Is it panic buying? Is it all the other crazy stuff going on in the world? I can't say what that is because of YouTube being ridiculous, but I'm sure you guys can gather what it is. And I think it's actually kind of a combination of both, but this did not start as a panic buying problem. And I can tell you that firsthand because I was working the industry when this all really started. So what ended up happening first before any sort of panic buying started to happen is manufacturers started not sending ammunition to gun shops. So what I mean by that is our distributors and everything like that at gun shops were out of ammunition. It just was not there. To go even further, the manufacturing plants of this ammunition were also out. It was not available, not coming in, just gone. And to make matters even more frustrating, ammunition that was generally coming in from country and being imported in, no matter the country, was also gone. And you are seeing this very consistently even nowadays. You're seeing what is coming in stock is generally not MagTech, Aguila, Fiocchi, different things like that, maybe here or there, but a bulk of the ammunition that trickles in every now and again is either random lots of Wolf or Tula, which again are random, and I would imagine that a lot of dealers are sitting on that and then dropping it here or there. We're going to talk about price gouging in a bit as well, but you're not seeing a lot of foreign manufactured ammunition coming in at all. You're seeing CCI Blazer, different things like that that are generally manufactured here in the United States. Maybe they get components elsewhere or whatever else. Why is that? Why isn't that this ammunition is just not even... This is my opinion. I don't have any hard facts for this. I would imagine that a lot of these major ammunition manufacturers are... One of two things is happening to them. They are either getting shut down due to everything in the world. So their local government is shutting down that manufacturing plant and they are just not manufacturing ammo to begin with. And then also, I think a lot of manufacturing facilities out there are getting components, primers, something from other overseas sources. Maybe it's China, maybe it's somewhere else. I don't know if I mentioned powder in that, but powder would probably be a big one as well that maybe somebody is sourcing overseas. The big problem with that is that if there's something going on in the world elsewhere where things are getting shut down or getting closed, those components are not coming in, and this big, massive manufacturing ammunition plant that you might think has everything that they need on hand in store, ready to go, does not. And that's exactly why, in my opinion, you're seeing even reloading supplies at the moment gone. Everything is gone. Powder, primers, brass, bullets, everything's gone. So the downfall here with that is I think there's a big manufacturing issue on top of what follows next, which is the panic buying. So what I think created this panic buying, you know, we've seen this a lot in the gun industry where you had panic buying sparked due to political legislation, or you had panic buying sparked by, you know, some sort of event that happened in the media. I don't think that is as much of the case here. I think a lot of people were panicked by the media, but I personally saw what panicked people more was the lack in stock of the ammunition. So because these manufacturing plants did not produce this stuff, they did not get it out to stores, people who would be buying their first gun, or people that were coming in looking to go to the range that weekend or something else, and they realized that there was one box of 9mm left on the shelf, or there was nothing left, or there was a box of 9mm hollow points left on the shelf, or there was a box of 223. It starts off kind of slow, right? Maybe you're going to the range, you're like, man, I wanted to get one more mag dump in. I'm talking like an indoor range part of a gun shop, right? So those folks would come out of that indoor range and be like, hey, can I get another box of 223? Just wanted to dump it through my AR quick, whatever else, right? Oh, I just built this, I want to test it out. And they go out and they would hear the words, we got nothing, we're out of stock, not sure what's up. That's not what you want to hear. When you have a massive caliber that is extraordinarily popular and it's just gone, that sparks the gears kind of turning. So then kind of pick that up with the brand new gun owners and everybody else coming in and seeing the ammo gone. Everybody kind of starts, again, the gears are turning here like, hey, man, you know, they might call their buddy, hey, you know, they're out of ammo here. Maybe it's just this shop. I don't know. That's crazy. I haven't been out of ammo in forever. And then they'll go to the next shop. That shop's out of ammo. Then they'll go to the next one. That shop's out of ammo. Then they'll call all day long, shop after shop after shop after shop. Everybody's out of ammo. Now the panic buying starts to set in. Now everybody's got their phones up, and 2013 flashbacks of Walmart lines for 22 ammo Wednesday mornings at 6 a.m. when the truck comes in or whatever else start coming back into action for a lot of people, and rightfully so. They should be stressed out by that. So any box that then goes on the shelf is gone. It's just completely gone. And that's what sparked this massive snowball effect where you have really the perfect storm. You have not only a panic buy, but you have the issue of manufacturing problems as well. And that's what, in my opinion, is giving us the worst ammo shortage that I have ever seen in my recent years. And I'm still a young guy, so maybe some people out there have seen way worse as far as the ammunition shortages now. But as of right now, this is the worst I've ever seen it. It doubles Sandy Hook. And there's many other things right now in the gun industry as far as purchasing goes, accessories, guns, whatever, that also doubles Sandy Hook. But ammunition sales, for sure, double Sandy Hook. So I think that is what is contributing to this shortage. It's a bunch of things going on, and I think you really have to understand that fully before you go forward and kind of figure out, like, asking why this is happening. A lot of people just jump to panic buying, and they say, hey, it's just panic buying. And I think to fully understand what's going on here, you can't just label it as that, because you're going to be ill prepared. Because when I say manufacturing, mark my words, this is going to be a problem for months to come, maybe a year or two, and that's no exaggeration. I don't know when this ammo shortage will end, and that's going to be the reason why I touch on other things. Hey man, what's going on? From Washington, what's up, man? Little Joe, hi from other Joe. Andrew, remember hearing the last lead smelter in the U.S. shut down years ago? Most was imported from China or Brazil, I think. I'm reading it as lead, you're saying. Yeah, absolutely, Andrew. That is a huge issue that I think leads to the ammunition shortage, is the lead production. And that is also probably a huge contributing factor. I mean, there's lead in powder, if I'm not mistaken, as far as in the components to manufacture and everything like that. I'm sure there's probably a little bit of lead in primers, or the components to manufacture primers, bullets. Obviously, there's a massive amount of lead in bullets. So, I don't know. There's a lot of things, and maybe there's not lead in powder or primers. I could have sworn, though, that one component is somewhat involved with lead when I'm talking powder, which is powder in the actual cartridge and the primer itself. You reloading folks can chime in with that. I'm not 100% sure. That might be totally inaccurate. I might just be pulling that out of thin air, but I could have sworn. I don't know. Maybe not. Moving down the list here, price gouging problems. So these are actually moving away, and this is not a good thing that the price gouging is going away. Wait for it. I'll tell you why. So when we started this thing off, you had massive companies price gouging to all hell. It was disgusting. Not a huge fan of price gouging. Yes, everybody can argue, do they have the right to do it? Blah, 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 for sure. But I don't think anybody would argue that it's not a shitty thing to do. So a lot of companies out there are really just being bad business owners and price gouging to no end. I mean, just ridiculous. When we started seeing this ammunition becoming a problem, those companies would jack up these prices. We're talking maybe 50%, right? 50% higher than they should be. A case of 9mm would go for, in a case I mean about 1,000 rounds, would go for almost $1,000, which absolutely blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind. So all of the stores in my area are pretty much dry. Defense ammo is gone. We have some ball ammo, but about $15 a bit of 50 rounds of regular 115 grain as much. Yeah, absolutely, and that's really the same case pretty much everywhere, which is what's so alarming, and goes all the way back again to leading, dig a little deeper. It is not just a panic buy situation. There are manufacturing problems as well, and I believe that's why we're seeing across the board issues, and I'm going to touch on another reason why I believe that as well. But so the price gouging has since almost been throttled a bit. Why has it been throttled, and why am I not even excited to see the price gouging is throttled? Because there's no damn products to price gouge. So the only reason the price gouging is gone is because all the ammo is also gone. These companies, and this is how you know it's really bad, these companies that were originally price gouging are not even having anything in stock to price gouge. And that shows you something. That shows you that mixing in with the panic buying, that people are willing to spend an infinite amount of dollars for a case of ammunition, and they don't even have the restock of that ammunition to bring back into action and to price gouge on. So you should actually be even more alarmed that there's not even as much price gouging going on, maybe by $1 or $2 here and there, because there is not even any ammunition to price gouge, which leads us to the next major problem here. It doesn't even matter if you have an infinite amount of money to spend. It does not matter. You get your brand new paycheck, whoop-de-doo, there's nothing to spend it on in the gun world. Ammo's gone, guns are gone, accessories are gone. I made a post on my Instagram account on like the daily stories that I do over there. The link is down in the description below. But I made a post over there saying, hey, you know, I was trying to just get random accessories for one of my ARs in the collection. I made a stop to 5 local gun stores, right? 5 local shops in the area to find a quickly adjustable 2-point sling. Magpul, Vickers, whatever. Anything other than Grandpappy's old hunting sling I might have been interested in. They did not even have one. Great, maybe I'll just settle for getting a new pistol grip because I had to put a crappier pistol grip on that build because I scavenged some parts, right? Wrong. Out of stock everywhere. Charging handles, out of stock. Quick detach sling swivels. Wow, that is a tongue twister. Don't you love it when you say something wrong and then like adamantly, really powerfully say it wrong again and you think you're going to say it right? No, but sling swivels, quick detach sling swivels, I'm going to have to say that slow, we're also out of stock. I go online, out of stock. That is alarming because, once again, even if you have money to spend, it doesn't even matter. Even if you are willing to pay price gouge prices, which you should not, it doesn't even matter because it's not there. And this is massively alarming, and everybody's alarm bells should be ring-a-ding-a-dinging because that is a big problem. That's not good. And that also goes to show you that if it's not just a panic buy, if it's also a manufacturing problem, even when the panicking subsides, manufacturing is going to be so backlogged with ammunition, and you better believe that they're going to be having their big multi-billion-dollar ammunition military or law enforcement contracts before, you know, us peons down here on the civilian market filled first. So you could be seeing issues with this manufacturing process shortage for a couple of years to come before they fully catch up on this ammunition again, let alone when the prices finally drop back down. These are really like history-changing times in the gun industry. This is going to be majorly stuff that we remember, just like Sandy Hook. I just want to catch up on everybody's comments here. Whoops. Used to buy 1,000 rounds brass 9mm for $200. Now it is $150 for 500 rounds of Wolf steel case. I know, it is crazy. I got to take you to the shops in our area that don't have the best reputation. They still have some stuff because serious customers hate them. Andrew, I will definitely be taking you up on that. Okay, so next thing up on the list, the calibers. Which calibers have been heavily affected by this? This is, again, I'm going to be real alarmist with this whole live stream here. Yeah, we are all out of everything. Even the box stores are short of everything. Local shops are 100% dry, unfortunately. This is the same across the board. So here in Pennsylvania, you know, again, I can reiterate the exact same things. Everybody's dry. You walk into the gun shops, hey, do you have X, Y, or Z? And, you know, the answer is always the same. No, distribution's out, can't get anything. We're getting our hands on whatever we can get. That is generally the same way. Big box stores, big chain corporations, same exact way. You could roll up to Bass Pro Shop right now, gone, out of stock, everywhere. Online retailers, again, also gone, out of stock. Which calibers are heavily affected? At the moment, I've taken a short list of my searching of calibers that have been majorly affected by this. I mean, massively in the red, like threat level, worst possible, worst caliber to shoot right now are these, starting off with 9mm. 9mm, in my opinion, is probably the worst caliber to shoot right now. That is so badly gone, it's not even funny. To the point that most major online retailers right now, and you can check this for yourself, you go onto their website, we're talking like ammunition hubs, and click 9mm, and it just says no inventory to show. Like, they won't even show you an out of stock section. There's just nothing there for defensive or target ammo. Remember that. 223, 5.56 next. The availability of 223 and 5.56 is still somewhat there. The problem that I've seen with 223 gone pretty much double. 5.56 has stayed about behind it, but that's going out of stock fairly quickly. 223 sticking somewhat in stock, but now for like a box of 20 rounds of Tula ammo, which used to be $3 or $4, that's now $10. So that is more than a 50% raise from what it was. That's a big deal. That is a massive raise and rage, both there, that I think a lot of people are just simply not buying, so that's why 223 is staying in stock. I think a lot of people at this point are just not even willing to pay those prices for steel case 223, and because it would at that point only be maybe $1 more to get brass case 5.56 when it's in stock, a lot of these people are like, I'm not even going to buy that steel case 223. This is anecdotal. That's just my opinion. 7.62 by 39 also hit a couple of places. Prices are rising extremely fast, and out of stock is going extremely fast. This stuff is not coming back in. What was in stock is gone, just like that. So these are really bad times, guys. 5.45 by 39. 5.45 gone. I mean, I was shocked. I actually thought to myself, I'm like, man, maybe 5.45. I mean, obviously 5.45 has always been, not the greatest when it comes to ammunition availability, but in my mind, I was kind of thinking outside the box, and I'm like, well, a lot of new gun owners probably don't even know what 5.45 by 39 is, let alone have a rifle that shoots it. So maybe that is saving the remaining 5.45. I was dead wrong. It's all gone. I cannot find a single batch of 5.45 in stock anywhere at all. So 5.45 heavily hit. 45 ACP and 300 Blackout. Those are the next two that I have on the list. 300 Blackout has been gone since pretty much the beginning. 300 Blackout has always been very expensive. Now, not only is it double the price, it is out of stock. Hey, man, what's going on? Thank you guys so much. Man, we got 34 people watching right now. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching this live stream. I'm so happy to have you guys on. If I consistently get way more people viewing on Sunday, then maybe I will do it Sundays, because obviously that would mean it's a better day for you guys, so just let me know. If you guys would rather have these live streams on Sundays instead of Fridays, I will definitely make that happen. Welcome to Melt Your Skin Sunday. It is a hot one here in Pennsylvania. It's currently 84 down in the bunker right now. My buddy has an independent shop, and he purchased 3 pallets of ammo, 10,000 rounds a pallet. People bought it up in less than a month and a half. Yeah, that is consistently the case everywhere. It's crazy. It is one of the only pistol calibers I've seen online for sale. That's probably the case pretty much everywhere, which sucks. Doesn't suck that 10mm is available. 10mm is a great cartridge. I'm saying it sucks because everything else is gone. I shoot a flintlock Kentucky rifle. What ammo shortage? Hey, man. Whatever works for you. Honestly, that might be the best bet for a good range day at this point. Until your balls are gone, that probably did not get taken well, but it's all right. It's all right. We'll get a little bit spicy here on YouTube, but not quite as spicy as Instagram. What I meant though, by your balls are gone, is your lead balls, Lead balls. It's all right. Because lead is made in China, and that is getting hard to find. That's totally what I meant. 10 gauge is still pretty available. I would imagine, yeah, absolutely. All right, guys, so you guys are already getting me off track here. This is great. So next thing on the list I wanted to touch on, because this is big, 45 ACP, right? 45 ACP is new on this list. I made a live stream maybe about 2 weeks ago on Instagram where I said, look, this might be the time to experience other pistol calibers, 45 ACP, maybe 40 cal, all these other options, because those are still in stock. That's not the case anymore with 45 ACP. It was the case 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, maybe it was mainly 9mm. Now, 45 ACP is quickly following 9mm, so people are already catching on. The snowball is just really picking on more and more mass as it's rolling down the hill. And now all of these other calibers are quickly gone. 45 ACP is new on that list of being gone. I wanted to talk about what is very obviously not affected yet, which may be affected after this live stream. I don't know. Maybe the 38 of you that are watching right now are going to be like, shit, and go right online and buy up all of it. So I don't know. But what appears to be not affected almost at all is 308 or 7.62 by 51. I was still finding Tula or Wolf 308 for $8.99 a box of 20 available online last night. So 308 7.62 by 51 at this point in time at 6:27 July 19th is still in stock. I don't know how that's going to fare a week from now or 2 weeks from now or whatever else, but at the moment 308 seems to be not affected by this. The prices are still as low, if not lower than they have ever been, that I have ever seen them, and in-stock availability actually bad. Also 40 cal. 40 cal is still somewhat there. I have seen the prices raise on 40 cal for maybe like $1, $2 a box, but not too bad, and it's still in stock. So 40 cal seems to still be in stock. But the big problem here is that it's all gone. We're looking, notice how I'm naming two calibers here. Now, if you have an obscure hunting cartridge, or if you are really, really into military surplus, you got a cool exotic military surplus cartridge that is going to be in stock, this is going to be your time to shine, because that is probably going to be available. But I can tell you from firsthand experience, because I go into gun shops all week long, multiple gun shops, just to see if I can find ammo to do a video that I'm trying to do that day. And I will regularly walk into a gun shop, and guys, I'm not kidding, I will not see a single box, that's no exaggeration, of handgun ammunition. Anything. 40 cal, 45, 380, 9mm, 45 Colt I saw in stock at one store. 44 Magnum I saw in stock. Mind you, not Target ammunition. We're talking one box of 20 rounds. Also, the only other handgun ammunition I saw in stock at a local retailer was 32 ACP and 25 ACP. So, these are all issues that are really, really becoming a huge problem. Sorry, guys, I just want to catch up on your comments here, as always. How much should people put back per caliber? For whatever may come our way, is there a minimum you think we should have in stockpile? I think it depends on how many calibers you have. So I personally have to buy for 23 different calibers in the Firearm Freedom collection. So we're talking 23 calibers for multiple different guns that take maybe each one of those calibers, right? So the problem with that is I don't even have the room to stockpile, say, 5,000, 10,000 rounds of 9mm. Some people, maybe they only have 2 calibers, right? I think it's all dependent on what calibers you have. In my case, I generally stockpile the calibers that I shoot a lot of and have the most guns chambered in to, at the bare minimum, 1,000 rounds. Or what I will do is get a massive ammo can. I don't store my ammunition loose. I know many of you are probably like scoffing at that. Oh my God, I can't believe that. I store them in the factory boxes because I believe that this helps a little bit with moisture and long-term storage without all the rounds all over each other and all the air and moisture getting right on the rounds. Does this make a difference? I don't know. Dry packets in the ammo cans are going to be ideal regardless. But with that being said, I try to fill up the entire ammo box. So if I get a 50 cal steel military surplus ammo can and I get halfway full and that's 1,000 rounds, I'm bringing that so it's overflowing, right? And then I will have a totally separate section for range ammunition. So you have kind of like your stores, your surplus, and then you got your range ammo, maybe your defensive ammo. And then I even have a whole separate little section of what I call battle packs, where I wrap my ammunition, generally about 200 to 240 rounds, in a sealed plastic little packaging with freezer bags and duct tape and stuff like that, so it could easily be put in a go bag or get home bag or something to throw in your car or whatever else. So multiple different stores of ammunition. But to get to your question, I would say it depends on your calibers. If you just have two, I would say a couple thousand if you can. Keep on buying, keep on buying. When times are good, buy it cheap and stack it deep. I've been able to find Federal 5.56 locally in 400 to 500 round cases in bulk for around $220 to $220 for 500 rounds. Is that considered reasonable? We'll say it's not cheap, but for 2020 and the current climate that we're in, I would say that's not too terribly bad. 1,000 rounds of each caliber is a good starting point. Absolutely, Tim. 1,000 rounds for each is a great starting point. I bought 3 boxes of 300 Blackout yesterday at my local gun store. There is a shop close to you that had barrels of ammo in every caliber. Bob, thank you for that information, man. That's awesome. I carry a Makarov, and 9x18 ammo is 23 cents a round right now, while 9x19 is 40 cents. Crazy times. It is crazy times. And that might be, this might be the best time in the world to be carrying a Mac. What about 300 Blackout? 300 Blackout right now, I mentioned this a little bit earlier in the live stream, unfortunately is still getting nailed pretty hard. Prices have doubled and availability is gone. It's only a shortage if you don't have any money. So what I would comment on that, man, we touched on this earlier, what's alarming is that, even if you have money to pay kind of like hardcore price gouged prices, the availability is going out of stock fast. And that's why it's so alarming, is that even if you have the money to spend, it appears that it's very difficult to find something in stock. I'm going to touch on how I find my ammo at the end of this live stream, so hopefully it'll help some of you guys out. Where are the Glocks? I hear Glocks are out of stock as well, but I don't know. So that is a list of the ammunition that's affected, right? This also might be the time where it would benefit you to have multiple calibers, right? A lot of those folks right now that were chiming in my ear, right, when I was like, oh man, I got to buy for 23 calibers as I'm buying another caliber. Like, what am I doing? Why am I getting this other Milsurp caliber? Why am I getting this obscure handgun caliber? And my buddies at the time would be like, oh man, I make everything one caliber, maybe all 9mm, all 5.56. I don't want to buy for anything. You're pretty SOL right now if you only have a 9mm, because you're not going to be going to the range for too long of a time with how out of stock 9mm is. This is another point that I think sucks for a lot of people. Sam, AK ammo is up, but still plentiful. Yeah, I will agree. 7.62x39 is slowly rising in price, but it's still there. But I will caution that is not going to stay that way. The way that we're going here, I have been seeing calibers drop like flies every week. A new caliber is becoming more and more not available, and this is a huge problem. Makes buying your first gun, yes, you should have had your gun before this. Yes, you shouldn't be that person to roll on down a gun shop when there's a line out the door trying to get your first gun when everybody's panicking to buy your first gun. But that, in my opinion, we got to kind of forget about that and kind of help some people out get their first gun, because maybe, they're not even on the anti-gun side or whatever else. They're on the more pro-gun side. They've just been a little bit lazy about getting their first gun, and they figure, well, now's the time to do it. it makes getting your first gun right now more challenging than I think it ever has been. And I can tell you guys from firsthand experience that I had to sell folks their first gun and tell them, hey, I don't have a single box of ammunition to sell you. I can't even sell you a box of ammo for you to test that gun to see if it works, to see if it's even reliable. You know, we used to tell people, and you know, you hear instructors tell people like, oh, I wouldn't carry that gun till I shot 1,000 rounds through it. And that is a very good rule to stand by. Try telling somebody that just bought their first gun that you don't even have a box of defensive ammo to give somebody. You know, that is a really, really bad time to be in. Do you tell them to get an obscure military surplus caliber that, you know, is maybe in stock right now, but it's not? I don't know. But these are also things that I don't think a lot of people think about. It affects much more than stockpiling, than the people that are already in the industry. Now, anybody that wants to get into the gun world, that wants to say, I mean, stuff's still happening, guys. People are still getting attacked, whatever else. Should they have had a gun beforehand? Absolutely, sure. But maybe a lot of people, you know, somebody just gets attacked. They're like, oh man, I gotta go right now to get a gun. Good luck, because you're not even going to find a box of defensive ammo. So that is something else that I think is going to dramatically affect the gun world and the gun community as we know it moving forward. Because a lot of these folks are getting their brand new guns and forget about going to a training class. They can't even get ammo to supply the training class. You know, so there's a lot of problems here. I never understood why people have gone nuts when there is a virus that makes folks stay inside. I know, and I think, you know, the big problem here as well is not just the panic buying, but the manufacturing problems because of what's going on in the world. The price of 5.56 is too damn high. It is, man. It is like double the price. It is really, really rough. It's really rough. Great info. I love this channel so much. Big up. Brother. Hey man, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys like truly like my family here. We have created, and I've thought about it, don't you, a Firearm Freedom family. I said I thought about it because I'm thinking about making Firearm Freedom fam t-shirts, so we will see how that goes in the future. But seriously, guys, you are all awesome. You support what I do just by viewing these videos, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. In fact, just a little side note, it looks like we still have 37 people watching this live stream, and this is incredible because this is the most people that have ever viewed one of my live streams in the past almost 4 years that I have been doing it. So kudos to you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching today. It is awesome. So that is super cool that you guys actually want to listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth, you know? Andrew, thanks, man. If I wanted to pay $1 a round, I would have built an AR-10. Ironically, you can get 308 steel case right now cheaper than 223, which, like, if you would have told me, guys or girls, whoever is watching, if you would have told me 2 to 3 years ago, like, oh, dude, you're going to be in 2020 and say goodbye to your 5.56, but it'll be cheap as shit to shoot your 308, my mind would have been blown. And I can't even, it's crazy. And that gives you an idea on the time that we're in right now. So makes buying your first gun very difficult. We know that for sure. It also shows the importance of stocking up on multiple calibers. This is super important. Trade ammo for food, right? So stocking up on multiple calibers, this is huge. You know, you might have gotten a really good deal on a certain caliber in your collection, but with that being said, you could have stocked up on the wrong caliber because now all of a sudden that other caliber that you didn't stock up on that you thought is always available is gone. So I think this really shows us the importance of stocking up on all your calibers. I have been so guilty of this throughout my life where, and I think we've all been there, where I really could have used more ammo, but I'm like, oh, that new accessory that I really wanted to get. I wanted to get this optic. I wanted to get this brand new sling. I wanted to build this rifle, or I wanted to buy this gun. I wanted to put this other thing on layaway, right? There were so many times that we've all been there, where I did that instead of buying and using that amount of money. And sometimes it might have been a couple $100s that I could have maxed out a certain caliber and ammunition storage, and I chose to get the product instead of the ammunition. And now, you know, maybe I'm feeling a little bit of the dumb thing that I did there. I'm feeling that now, and I think many of us are as well. So this is definitely a big learning experience that we all knew in the back of our mind. We all knew to stock up on this ammunition, but it shows you, just like everybody else says, and you really got to practice what you preach, stock up while it's cheap, because it could be gone before you know it, and that's absolutely what we're seeing right now. Dry fire. Very important right now. So if you're looking to practice and this is really important to you, or you just bought a brand new gun, you know, and I would argue that for training classes out here, this might be a really odd class, but I feel that it could be done. If you are struggling having people take your courses to even go to the course because they don't have ammunition to shoot, possibly create a dry fire course. I know that sounds super odd, but this might be one of the few things that would actually help a brand new gun owner in learning how to shoot, and learning how to shoot properly is actually, you know, at least get an idea of the trigger pull, at least get an idea of the sight alignment. You know, maybe the class does not have shooting, but if somebody's really interested in learning, you know, maybe a dry fire only class. I don't know. But as a beginner as well, getting dry fire aids for the house, putting up targets around the house, practicing. This is where it becomes very important, because guys, this is a perishable skill, and we're looking for defense when we're looking for you know, getting better and more proficient, so in a stressful situation we can act accordingly. You know, these are all things that you have to practice. So if you're not going to the range for a year, 2 years, a month, couple months, whatever, just because ammunition is getting tough to find, you gotta find an alternative. Is airsoft a good alternative? I don't know. I'm not an airsofter myself, but if ammunition is super hard to find and you really want to work on your fundamentals, you really want to work on pulling a trigger, whatever that trigger is, and not have to worry about resetting the gun each time that you do it, I don't know. Maybe an airsoft gun is the better choice. You could set up a little range in your house or something like that to at least work on clearing corners, getting around obstacles, something else. These are the times that you have to kind of think outside the box to still train and practice, because if you don't, these skills are going to go away very fast. And for a beginner, for a brand new shooter, again, very important right now to be practicing these skills any way that you can. Don't just buy the gun, think you have an orb of protection around you, and not buy a single box of ammunition and think, oh, there's no ammo, so I can't shoot, so I'll learn some other time. Practice, dry fire, take the gun apart, learn how it works, all things that we can do right now. Try to stay positive. Andrew, why is 30 carbine cheaper than 9mm? I know, man. 9mm has been a little cheaper than 380, I've noticed too. It has, that's always kind of been the case. Even Glock reset triggers have sold out recently. I know, it's like everything is gone. It's crazy. Tim, I had to hit the backyard with the BB guns. I'm telling you, man, I'm about to be right there with you, because I'm getting all sorts of frustrated with the training process here. My brother, I still have the original Black Talons, came in a box of 20 rounds, my first handgun. That's actually, Philip, that's pretty cool, man. A box of Black Talons. So let's see down the list here. Dry fire, we talked about that. Oh, this is like, I got to practice what I preach here, but I promise you guys that this is something that you should consider and something that you should absolutely do. Get your stores, your stockpiles, right? If that's 1,000 rounds, if that's 500 rounds, if it's 100 rounds, it doesn't matter if it's past 1,000 rounds. Whatever it is, meet that number and don't touch it. Don't touch it. You want to go to the range? Buy your range ammo. What do I mean by this? Let me tell you a scenario. You want to go to a range with a buddy, right? The range trip is tomorrow, and you're like, I don't have any ammo. I got some storage. I'll be able to buy more at some other point. Don't do it. Don't do it. Wait another day. Buy the ammo you want to shoot. If you go to the gun store and they only have a box of 50, or hell, they only have a box of 20 of defensive ammunition, that's what you're shooting at that range day if you want to shoot. Let me tell you why. Because these are times that the stock is not going to be replenished. So if you go and you assume that if you shoot 150 rounds out of your surplus, right? If you shoot 150 rounds, I'll be able to find 150 rounds somewhere. There's a good chance that you will never return that stock for the next couple of months. So this is why it's very important that you only use that ammunition in dire circumstances. You have to use it. So if you want to go to the range, that's just fine, but only shoot what you just bought. So go to the range, buy ammo that you're going to shoot that day. Buy a couple boxes. They have 5 boxes available. Awesome. You're going to have a great range day. You're not worried about surplus in that because you're at your max back home. You guys see where I'm going with this? Very, very important. This is something that unfortunately I do not have the liberty to do sometimes because this is my job. I run a YouTube channel that revolves around firearms, so if I have to have a range day and that's my work day, I don't have another option, and that's what really hurts me for the storage. I can't afford to not go to the range for a week, 2 weeks, a month, whatever, because I'm still looking for a box of ammo. I'm just going to have to dig in to my ammo stores. And that's where you guys come in handy of just being understanding for me. So if I bring a product or something to this channel right now and I only shoot 50 rounds through it or the back roll footage is relatively low, make no mistake, I wish I was shooting more ammo. There's just nothing there. There's just not a goddamn thing there. 6.5 Creedmoor for sure. Just hit Walmart and bought all the Winchester white box for $40 for 60 rounds. Bought it all. I'm sure a lot more people are doing that in a lot more places. Down here at Sportsman's, they pull out 9mm stock twice a week of Blazer, better than nothing. Hey, that's awesome, man. Whatever you can get. Tim, my local range is limiting ammo to 2 boxes per person if they have it at all. Yeah, a lot of places are putting in box limits. So why is there a shortage? It should be in full tilt production. Yeah, so, and I'm so sorry if I pronounce your name incorrectly. Davina, so the reason for the shortage, we talked about this a little bit earlier in the live stream. I believe there is a panic buying problem, but I also believe there's a massive manufacturing problem. A lot of these manufacturing plants, facilities, we're talking Fiocchi, we're talking Aguila, Magtech, these plants have been shut down for production at some point in time. Country. That hurts our store of ammunition in the United States dramatically. If they're not coming in, if they're not being imported in, guess what? Your local gun shop is not going to get them in. Their distributors are not going to get them in. Major manufacturing plants here in the United States, and I would imagine outside of the country as well, with everything that's going on in the world, have had a massive problem getting components, lead, powder, primers, different things like that, because, in my opinion, I would imagine they get a lot of those components from overseas, maybe China, maybe elsewhere, and those components are not coming in. So this creates not only a panic buy, but a perfect storm of manufacturing problems that results into nothing being available and a massive backlog being taken underway. So we talked about only shoot new ammo. Last point here, then we're probably going to start wrapping it up. 38 Special is surprisingly more available than 9mm. It is right now for sure. I know if we all Patriots get together, we will make the largest and strongest army in the universe. I'm sure right now, because we got a hell of a lot of guns in this country, which is awesome. Not enough, though. We should have absolutely more. So let's wrap it up with the last little 10-minute or so stretch here before we get into questions with where I am having the best luck right now. So I want to end this on somewhat of a positive note. Where am I getting my ammo? So unfortunately, like I said earlier, this isn't going to be some crazy witchcraft here that I have this awesome solution to find you guys ammo. At the moment, I use one of two things, either ammoseek.com. If you don't already know it, you should know it. And then also going to local gun shops. So here's what you're going to get from going to local gun shops. You're going to go multiple times per week. I'd recommend almost every day of the week if you can. If you live in an area where there's a gun shop close to you, If you don't, I'm so sorry. But if you live in an area with a gun shop close to you, I'd recommend going to that gun shop weekly. Just going in quick, 2-3 minutes. Going in, walking to the ammo shelf, nothing. That's what you're going to get pretty much every day that you go. Get to know the folks there, talk to some people, ask them when their shipments are coming in. But ultimately, I have found the best luck is weekly, going to these shops once or twice or whatever, and I generally get lucky with finding ammunition maybe once a week. So I will go into that gun shop, and all of a sudden it'll be like a Tuesday night or something, and there's a whole section of 9mm. Maybe it's only one type, maybe it's overpriced, but they have that 9mm, and I can snag a box or two and get something else. And if they don't have 9mm, since I buy for 23 other calibers, maybe they got something else in stock. Maybe they have 40 cal, maybe they have this, maybe they have that. But there's other options available. Philip, thank you so much, man. $9.99 to the channel. I didn't even know that was possible on these live streams, that you could donate. Blew my mind, man. That is, you have no idea how helpful that is. And thank you so much, seriously. I didn't even know you guys, you can donate on these things. Thank you. Philip, I want to read your... I appreciate the hard work you do every single day. Thank you, man. Seriously, I do this to give content to you guys. This is a passion of mine. I love this, and yes, it is a business of mine, but I ultimately do it because we're one big, massive family here, which is pretty cool. Reloading supplies, Stacy, as long as, or as far as I'm aware right now, are still holding up extremely well, which is great. I just had to buy 500 5.7 rounds VMAX because someone bought all the federal FMJ. The USA should be self-sufficient for all the needs. I know the fact that you know, I think it shows a lot right now that we have to get so much from outsourced areas, and we're hurting bad from it. But to revert back around, I got so distracted from the donation there. Thank you so much, Philip. That was awesome. Distracted in a good way. That's so great. So to go back to where I find that ammunition in a retail store, Stacy, man, #1 fan. Thank you, man. You guys are going to make me get all emotional here. Firearm Freedom family from day one. You guys are incredible. Seriously, it really helps me out. And just so you guys are aware, that donation right there just paid for the next the next video, which is, you guys have no idea how helpful that is. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, everyone. Seriously, that is great. D5 squared, thank you, man. Thank you. Why can't I get any ammo? Uncle Scott, I don't know. It is bad. So going to local retail stores, right? Retail store after retail store, you got to kind of go the method of maybe you get lucky. Maybe go during the day, try to figure out where they get their ammo shipments in, and I guarantee you're going to have better luck. The second way to do this, you got to tackle it from a bunch of different angles here, right? So a bunch of different angles, you got to tackle this. Go to the local stores, get on them every single day, call, whatever you got to do, and just keep going in there. It only takes a couple minutes in and out to see if they have that ammunition. Then I would go to ammoseek.com. So if you go to AmmoSeek, that is a website that will actually generate ammunition that is in stock all over the web. So if you're going to that website and you type in 9mm, it is going to show you by that second what is in stock at the lowest price and where it is in stock at. You're going to click on a lot of stuff on ammoseek.com. You know, and you might click on it. It's not a site that has sales of ammunition or anything like that. It just shows you where things are available. So you might go and it might bring you to another site or something like that, and it's out of stock. That very well might be the case, but it's a good way to get an idea of what's going on. You can check all calibers on ammoseek.com. So I go there a ton, and I bring up all the you know, calibers that I have. I'm like, okay, what's looking good this week? What's looking bad? all these things come into play. This is a big deal. So check Ammo Seek. And then also, I know I'm getting off the rails here with different things to do. Andrew, man, you did not have to. You guys don't have to. Thank you so much. This is so awesome. Man, you guys are like crazy awesome. I can't. You guys are making me lose track here because this is just. You guys are incredible. Midway USA has a good selection, only good things to say. Yeah, they do have very fast shipping as well. Midway has been going out of stock pretty fast. Stop buying and let the price drop. Unfortunately, I think the prices are going to be pretty high for quite some time because of those manufacturing problems, but I don't know. SG Ammo, that's another good site for in-stock items. Find the stores and get the delivery day. Academy Sports in Florida is Tuesday and Thursday with ammo on Thursday. SG Ammo is always a good bet. Ammo Seek for sure. You guys are so incredible. I'm like reading all your comments. This is awesome. Using 303s to make 410s. Yeah, basically. Philip, bless you too, man. Thank you so much. John, thank you as well for the donation. That is incredible. You guys are great. So to wrap up the original points there, going to local shops, Ammo Seek, and checking your local, online places, everything like that. Try to think of the places that the regular everyday person are not going to go to first. I can tell you guys the worst luck that I've had traveling around to local shops is big box chains. Bass Pro Shop, Cabela's, whatever else. I find that, and this is just my opinion, I don't know if this is going to be actually the case, but I think like the brand new gun owners that don't really go online, that don't know places like Midway or Ammo Seek or all these other places, Walmart, Bass Pro Shop, Dick's, even though I don't know how people are still shopping at Dick's that actually own firearms. People are going to those places first, in my opinion, I believe. And I think they're clearing out those shelves before anything else. So the best luck that you're going to have is the shops that people don't go to on a regular basis. That's just going to be the way it is for right now. Jay, thank you for subscribing, man. Stay safe and serve Lord Jesus. For sure, man. LAX ammo. I have not seen a lot in stock for LAX ammo recently. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I'm checking. I don't know. Spot on, for sure. Guys, we are at about the 57-minute mark. Any last questions? I'm going to do a couple of questions if you guys have them. If not, we're going to wrap it up. I love it. You guys will get the idea pretty frequently that I always say these live streams are going to be pretty short, maybe 20 or 30 minutes, and here we are at the hour mark, and it's just continuing on like normal. So it just is what it is. But you guys are actually making me consider, just for the sheer number of people that are watching this live stream rather than on Friday, I think I'm going to switch these live streams. I got to talk to Mrs. Freedom about switching them to Sundays, simply because we like to kind of explore, go hiking, everything like that on the weekend. So I'll see if I could swing it on Sunday, but we'll see if I can make this happen every week. If I can make Sundays happen weekly, we will do this on Sunday, because it seems like a lot more of you guys are available to watch these on Sunday, which is great. That's always awesome. You're an awesome gun channel, up and coming. Best of luck, my favorite man. D5, thank you so much, man. That is awesome. And I really am going to continue to try to meet that standard for you guys. I am grinding day in, day out. I actually just have, so if you guys don't know, I won't get too much into my little personal life here, but at the moment, Firearm Freedom is my full-time gig, but I do have another secondary job that I'm going to be starting relatively soon. Schedule is going to be pretty intense, but not to worry. Grind's going to keep on. We're still going to be doing these live streams weekly. So we're going to be dropping videos weekly and doing the live streams weekly. And I'm feeling like Sunday is going to be a better day. So maybe Sundays later in the day is when we'll do these live streams. So let me know if you're able to in the comments under this live stream if you like them on Sunday better than on Friday, and I will make it happen. I appreciate what you do, and I'll get a higher status soon. Oh, thank you so much, man. So guys, we're at 59 minutes, so I'm gonna wrap it now. If you have any other questions at all, please throw them down below in the comment section, and I will get back to you. A lot of people recently have kind of reached out in more of a question that would be more formed for a DM, one that would be like a consistent conversation, and one not for much of a comment. So if you are looking for a DM, something like that, have more of a conversation with me directly, or if you have a question, just simply go to the Firearm Freedom Instagram account. That will by far be the fastest way that I respond to you on the Instagram account. I will always respond to your comments underneath. It just might be a day or two before I get back to them. On top of that, the links to the Firearm Freedom Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter account are all down below in that description, including the Firearm Freedom merchandise store. So if you do want to check out the merchandise or whatever else, go check that out below. The support greatly helps out the channel. Guys, thank you so much. It looks like we have a donation here, total donations in this live stream of $49. They show me that here. And guys, I don't think a lot of you guys know just how much that means to me, especially with Firearm Freedom being my full-time gig right now. Thank you. Thank you beyond words. That is beyond incredible. You guys are a family to me, and I really appreciate that. So I'm going to end this live stream now. As always, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more great videos to come soon. You guys have a great Sunday night and have a great rest of your week. Until next Sunday, stay tuned for the topic. I will be posting it here on the stream. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night.